Off to the flop we go in a 4-bet pot. No forward there.
I love the way this
Not a good flop for Dylan.
Looks really good.
Ace on board.
When we switched over, we'll have a new one in a couple weeks, I think. But all right. Whenever.
Small sizing here. C-bet from Gator Wade. Pretty dry flop.
You'll be the first of all the streams ever.
Probably take this sizing with his entire range. And get a cheap bluff through versus a lot of hands.
Yeah. People surprisingly were open to it.
Dylan can continue for a pretty small price. And he does.
What did you say?
One more card.
Instinctually, I don't like it, but I don't feel. I haven't tried it, so I don't know.
It's cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
I will say it's weird because like when I
Another bad card for Dylan.
I would never.
Gator Wade
use
happen to have
two-card
something
deck
like
ever.
King Queen,
Ever.
losing to those
When I
type of
play
hands
live,
now.
And I've seen a 4-color deck, the blue card comes out for the first time, and something inside you goes.
Gator Wade checks it
I
here.
don't know what it is.
I like the other ones, you know. You have like this one, the 4-color deck, and the other one like is the whole
Turn goes
card
check, check.
is
Looking for a 4s, Dylan.
color like black or
Oh yeah, I know the one. Yeah.
that one is really nice.
Skull Mike in the chat,
These are the ones that I use normally.
sitting in row 3B in his plane right now.
3B, that's a good one. That's a
I
good seat.
spent a little while trying to create like a whole card NFT project, and then we got to a point where we had all the art, and we decided this is really stupid, so we decided not to do it. So now I have all this artwork of different hole cards.
That ace jack is
Maybe
chopping
put
with
those
worse aces.
Some of
Let's see
them are
what
cool.
Gator Wade chooses
I don't know
here.
what that means.
Like
What's a whole card NFT?
Like,
You just have like pocket fives.
It's like a very small wager. Trying to get some value from like a hand like pocket 10s or pocket jacks.
we didn't launch it because we.
Is there like some kind of interesting aesthetic thing going on?
Well, we had like.
Just trying to get a crying call from some
we
hand
actually
like
paid,
that.
A lot of money to have like people create like really nice art
But it's just, what is the art? It's not just
of the
aces.
whole cards. I'll show you some stuff.
Yeah, sure.
We didn't go through with it because we got to a point where we were like, "What are we doing this at?" I don't know.
Or pocket 4s.
Nice one.
Scotland in the house. Hello,
And the
Scotland.
bonus.
And the bonus.
Well, he owns a gaming company that owns a bunch of casinos, right?
When he said to help
I
you,
don't know the exact.
We've seen Joe Ingram
classification of
grow
the way
up
the
over the
corporate
years.
structure
You
is.
know,
Yeah.
he's been in this since he
definitely
probably a
involved in
21-year-old kid. He was
He owns
making
a bu- he
occasional
owns, like,
crazy videos on
a large
YouTube,
majority of all the
playing
casinos
50-hour sessions or
part of,
something.
like over, I think it's
And then he took a year off during COVID. I mean, just basically went dark. People wondering, where is he? Rumors. Where's Joe Ingram?
It's not bad. It's just kind of.
Then he
like,
made his
Like
I kinda like
$20 on the button.
reappearance.
Yep.
It's like.
Yeah.
I think with Doug. I think Doug got him back out.
I just think people are
Wanting to do
After the next
content
one-
again. We need him. We need folks like Doug and
No, we can
No,
just
Joe
whoever
to
wins.
give their content.
All right, next
Okay.
person that wins it ends it.
All right, that's fine.
Win it and end it.
There's an ace for Gatorade.
2 diamonds for Josh, so we got a little something happening
Yeah,
here.
when
The concept
Actually
is
goes
good,
check,
though.
check.
Yeah, but in it.
Gator Wade's a tough one to figure out for
The
sure.
action's good. We don't
Saw
need-
him
I think
putting all
17
sorts of
is terrible.
re-raises in pre-flop,
It's so one-dimensional.
sometimes, and
I love
other
it.
times playing
it's the best,
smaller
it's the
pots.
best ever.
I mean, yeah, you're
Getting
Saw
a
him
little
just flat
tickle
with
in your
King
heart
Queen
when
on
you
a
get a little
hand.
seven and a deuce.
A couple hands
A
ago.
lot of factors.
This time he checks back. Ace King on this
Everyone's
board.
horrible.
All those hands you're supposed to block
Josh
with,
turns a
now you
pair to
just
go
fold
along
anyway for
with
seven
his
deuce.
diamond draw.
Not good.
He
Porgy,
leads
what you
out
had?
for
Ace?
somewhere around 2, maybe
Feels
1.5
okay.
times pot.
Yeah, I bet and I check them.
Yeah, when
Josh
Eric
with a
Jones
ton of
continued
outs.
to like play 10-20 at the Bellagio for a year.
Good check.
Everyone was just like, "Oh my god, I hope this
You
works."
can force me to
Then
bet.
they both at 10-20?
I almost bet
Well,
small,
yeah,
but
either
I'm
they're
gonna
both at
check
10-20 or
small.
Phil's at 10-20, and he's just gonna like
Yeah.
bleed like $1 million throughout the year.
Gator Wade tosses in the call, obviously going nowhere.
The match.
Disguises the
I
strength
I
of his
would
hand
enjoy
with a
being
check
behind
back
Phil Hellmuth
on the
for
flop.
the whole year.
Incredible.
That would be
Yeah.
Sinner and Carlos.
Those would be some good games.
Great, great.
Huh?
To the river.
Those would be some good games.
Yeah.
Yes. There would be a
5
and, like,
does
the
not
list would
improve
be, like,
Josh. Now what is he going to
4
do?
tables
that's
every single day.
What's that?
In a lot of
He's
spots,
playing tomorrow.
I
people
don't
talk
know,
about
yeah.
like well-known people.
I only
win
watch
rates.
whatever they have it here.
Huh?
In a lot of situations where people talk about win rates,
Blocker to
Okay.
his straight.
and they talk about well-known people,
Probably
one
not.
thing that they just don't really factor
much
in
showdown value
nearly
here.
enough is you just get straight gifts if you're well-known. And like I
Does
got
have
to
2
experience
diamonds,
that
which
because
isn't great.
like 6 years ago, no one knew who I was at all, and then I became well-known from YouTube in poker, and so it went from like I never got like random puns, like people just played like pretty normal, and all of a sudden I had to get my net out and was just like Get the money, and I'm just like out here catching dollar bills. And Phil Hellmuth, he probably gets so much random.
All he has to do is
Because you see how he plays, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
He wins money though.
he does.
Everybody wants to bluff then.
Well, it's not only that, but I
Josh
hate
thinking
to
about
say it,
things
I've
here. You
never
see him
played
taking a
with
little
him,
bit
but,
more
like,
time now,
He's a really great poker player.
like he did that
Like,
other
he's
hand,
a
that first
nit,
hand
though, right?
with the queens versus aces.
Wanna
But
see
does
him
go
skate.
for it here.
I think-
$11,500 and
He's
gets
drawing
snapped
dead.
off
He's Bellagio.
instantly.
Really?
I think he's drawing dead.
He's doing that what?
See a little
In
bit of
Bellagio,
sauce.
1020.
Pretty well played there by Gator. Gator Wade.
Yeah.
Check back
2-5
on the
maybe,
flop
just
gets
'cause,
him
like, the random gifts thing,
2
but
big
there's
bets
actual,
on
like,
the turn and
pros
river.
at 10-20
$33,000 pot.
Yeah, those two have gone at it.
Well, 40 goes
I don't think I've ever been to
from,
Arkansas or
Wilmington,
Alabama.
North Carolina, I went to college to Vegas.
Oh my god.
So
that was like 30.
You just get in the 40 and you just drive across the whole country, yeah.
That was like 30 some hours. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bar in
Gator Wade
Oxford
raises it up
where
to
it
6-4
says,
suited.
This is where Bill Clinton didn't inhale.
Dylan in the straddle, pocket tens. Call.
That's good.
I didn't know the story. He smoked weed or something?
He said
He
like,
didn't inhale.
So there was a
Just like Elon Musk.
So someone
Great flop
said
for
that he
tens
smoked
here.
weed and he denied it tooth and nail, and then a picture
Gator Wade
came
finds a
out
little bit
him with a
of
joint in his
equity.
mouth.
Backdoor
And he said
flush
that he put
draw,
it to his mouth,
gutter
but he
ball,
didn't
straight
inhale.
draw,
And so that just became
dry board, small
How
C
silly
bet.
is that, honestly?
this was the 90s too. This was like right after the war on drugs. Like, you know, it was like
They just ramped
Obama
up.
and
Yeah.
Bush.
Trivial. No, I was going to say call, but he does put in a re-raise, or a raise, sorry, for value up to
Yeah, I
$1,100.
think he admits to it.
Wait,
He definitely was smoking a lot of weed in his youth.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, I think he probably.
why? Of course.
His personality type is just
Because he talks about it.
Yeah.
And he grew up in Hawaii.
All
where
right.
it's like-
allegedly.
yeah, it could be Kenya. You're right.
These guys are pretty deep here. Can't imagine
yeah,
Gator Wade will
sorry,
fold. He puts in
I
a
love
3-bet on the flop.
Fanning the blame on all of the
A
different
3-bet.
conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
What
what's
does
your
this
favorite
mean?
conspiracy?
My favorite conspiracy
Yeah.
theory is the 5G one. I
Okay.
love the 5G.
Is this the microchips or was this the Biden?
Could potentially do this with a
wait,
set.
Which one is this one?
There's so, there's so many. It's like a cornucopia. It is a buffet of conspiracy, right? It's you've got the cancer, right? They're tracking you. In order to get the 5G to work, they have to microchip you, right? Like it's just.
I love the microchip one.
I don't think you love it when you have pocket tens there. You
Also,
raise the
here's
flop
where
and
I
you get
think that
re-raised.
started. No. Here's where I think that started. So there was a company, and I cannot for the life of me
Gator Wade
remember
turns
the
a
name,
pair.
but they actually came out with a way to store your medical information in a chip. Okay, and so they
does
would
have a blocker
basically-
to the
Yeah,
straight.
they would
4-5
dog
is
tag you,
possible.
right?
If
And
you're
it
going to
was an
find some
RFID
bluffs,
chip, and
some
so you could
3-bet
use it to open
bluffs, I
doors,
imagine
open
4-5
cars,
would be
you
in
know,
there.
And so I think that's
If 6-4
where
is in there, I'd have to
people took
imagine
that and
4-5
ran
is in
with
there.
it, Right?
In theory, having your medical information in a chip, if no
But
one
he
can
does
access
take
it
his-
except for like a doctor in a hospital.
I don't know if
that
it's
could be
showdown
reasonable.
value
'Cause then, like,
or just
if you're
check it back to
unconscious or
try and
something, then
improve.
it's like they have knowledge of your.
Let me explain to you why that makes no sense whatsoever.
Please.
Right? If we're in a situation where we need that information immediately, nothing on that chip is going to be helpful to us because no one's going to be able to read it. And even when they do read it, it's really not going to impact the acute care that you need to stabilize the patient.
Okay,
and
makes
by
sense.
then, you can get whatever you need.
I see.
You know,
So it's
This is a serious
practical.
conversation
It's-
going on in the middle of this
there
hand.
are such select situations where that might be beneficial. Like if you had some rare disease that we don't deal with on a regular basis.
A little bit of a
or
blocker
something
bet,
like
I think,
that,
here on the
and
river
I can't-
from Dylan.
I don't have any that come to mind. That would
$2,400.
really impact that stuff because when you come in, you get a battery of everything. Right? We run all the panels, especially if you're unconscious. Right? Even if you're in a car accident, we're running blood work because we don't know.
Right,
Right.
makes sense.
So
Oh, you're an EMT, right?
I'm a nurse.
Let's see what Gator Wade
you
wants
are
to do
an EMT.
here.
Oh, I thought you. Okay.
He's a man.
You could see all three options,
Yeah,
honestly,
I-
but
I love
with the
and
raise,
am
I'm not
addicted
too
to
sure what a raise
yes,
would be representing.
I have lots of things.
Okay, so you know what you're talking about.
Yes. I was a paramedic and I am a nurse.
I think the moon landing is a little sus. The moon landing.
But that's
Would he
the
check
one that
back?
you can
Pocket
verify,
threes,
not
pocket
necessarily at
twos
home, but
on the
there's-
turn?
There's a reflector on the moon that you can shoot.
A little
with
bit
laser
afraid
and
of the
it comes
4-5?
back to you.